Again, kung you don't have yet the skill set in understanding stock market, for example, this is the best start for your journey towards financial prosperity. Wala ka nang intindihin dito sapagkat ang mag-iintindi na niyan ay yung fund manager ninyo. No? So, if you'll ask me when is the best time to invest, dapat ngayon. Right now, dapat nga kahapon eh. But this time, today, is the best time for you to start your journey in the investment world. And the best way to start with it is through the mutual funds. Hi, I'm Nats Golia, and this is my investment guide. Just a form of disclaimer, I am not a financial guru or something. My perspective is on the side of an ordinary employee, an ordinary entrepreneur, an ordinary investor, an ordinary Juan de la Cruz, no? An ordinary you and me. So if you are just beginning your journey towards financial prosperity, this channel is for you. Today's episode of my investment guide is on mutual funds. Paano kumita sa mutual funds. No? If you have watched my previous video on the framework of a solid financial foundation, you would notice that one of the elements of that framework is on investments. And one of the gateways to that investments, no, is through mutual funds. Kung nagsisimula pa lang kayo sa pagpasok sa investments, magandang simula ang mutual funds, no? Sa pagkakataong ito, pag-uusapan natin yung what are mutual funds, how do you earn in mutual funds, no? What are the asset classes, no? And knowing all this, where to? Saan kayo pupunta? Anong gagawin nyo? Paano kayo magsisimula? By definition, mutual funds are professionally managed funds pulled together and invested into various asset classes. So I highlighted the terms professionally managed because there is a fund manager. These are mutual fund companies, no? And these companies pull together the funds of individual investors and institutional investors to form a common fund that they invest into various asset classes. Later on, I will discuss in details what are these asset classes, no? Ito yung bond fund, ito yung money market, ito yung equity fund, saka yung balance fund, no? Moving forward, paano ba ang kitaan sa mutual funds? Napakasimpleng intindihin, no? Ang konsepto ng mutual funds. Sa akin, no, I was telling you in my previous video na ang pera na sa investment, no? Tapos particularly in stock market. Medyo mahirap kasing sasaba kayo kagad sa stock market, no? Maganda magsimula muna kayo sa mutual funds kasi dito hindi mo kailangan kaagad ng mga skill sets. Hindi mo kailangang maintindihan kaagad yung mga sinasabing fundamental analysis saka yung technical analysis kasi merong fund manager na gagawa noon para sa iyo. Ang downside lang, no, may bayad 'yon, pero siya na lahat ang gagawa ng lahat eh. Sila mag-iisip kung anong strategies ang gagamitin para makapag-produce ng best returns, no? So paano ba yung operation ng mutual funds? Ganito lang po kasimple. Tulad na nakikita nyo ngayon sa screen nyo, kayo yung investors, tayo yung investors. Then we will hand over our funds, our money to the fund manager. The fund manager will pull these funds together to form a common fund, then invest the same to securities. Ito yung mga asset classes na binabanggit ko kanina, no? Generally, yung mga equity funds, yung bond funds, yung money market, no? So, ang fund manager na natin, ang bahala dyan, siya nadidiskarte kung saan niya ilalagay. With the best intention of producing the best results for the investors. Tayo yon. So, these securities, over time or over the years, would generate returns. And these returns is passed to you, to us, as investors. Pero wag kayong mag-iisip na easy money ito. Hindi to overnight, no? Over the years, hindi kagad na ngayon ka nagpasok ng pera, may makukuha ka ng malaking pera. No, hindi ganito to. No, papaliwanag ko sa inyo mamaya yung konsepto nga nung Starbucks na gumagastos ka ng 165 pesos a day. Pag inipon mo, it would generate millions of pesos over the years, no? In anyways, ito yung konsepto ng mutual funds. Napakadaling intindihin. May pera ka, ipagkakatiwala mo sa fund manager. And the fund manager would do everything, no, to generate returns. Ganong kadali yung gagawin mo kapag nag-invest ka sa mutual funds. At hindi mo kailangan ng malaking pera. May 5,000 ka lang, makakapagsimula ka ng mag-invest, no? Moving forward, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina sa inyo, no? Again, if you have watched my previous video, you would see my illustration on the same subject matter. Ako, umiinom ako ng Starbucks, no? Macchiato Hot Grande, araw-araw sa halagang 165 peso a day, no? Sa isang taon, no, kung gagawin ko ang pag-inom ng aking Starbucks coffee, I could generate 47,520 pesos just by eliminating that one particular non-essential in my life. Yung pagbabawas ng pag-inom ng Starbucks coffee na nagkakahalaga ng 165 pesos, no? So, kung yung perang yon, yung 47,520 pesos, inilagay ko sa mutual funds, no? It would become, no, through compounding, the power of compounding interest, 309,988 pesos and 86 centavos in 5 years only. And on the 10th year, it would become 786,945.14 pesos in 10 years. And in 15 years, you would become a millionaire. 1,520,801 pesos and 50 cents. And a whooping 2,649,930 pesos and 48 cents in 20 years. Granted that the average returns of your mutual fund is 9%, no, per annum. Sample lang yung 9%, that this is just for the sake of illustration. Of course, in stock market, no, particularly in stock market, there are no guaranteed returns, no? May ebbs and flows kasi ang stock market. Volatile, ika nga, gumagalaw. And sometimes you may choose a asset class that is invested in equity funds. Mamaya papaliwanag ko yun. So, hindi ipinapangako yan ng mga mutual fund companies yung exact interest or earnings that you would get from the mutual funds. Pero, if you are for the long haul, na you should be, if you are investing in mutual funds, you will just be fine. Lalaki ng lalaki talaga yan. No? So when I say a long haul, I mean 5 years and above. No? 5, 10, 15, 20. No? Doon mo tingnan para kumita ng malaki yung pera mo. Again, this illustration is just for a cup of coffee that I eliminated in my expenses. Paano kung merong kapang pwedeng tanggalin doon sa iyong mga expenses? Imbes na bumili ka ng rubber shoes palagi, no? Imbes na bumili ka lagi ng bagong model ng iPhone, dalhin mo yon sa mutual funds, no, sa investment. At sigurado ako sa iyo, after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, makakabili ka rin nun ng pinakabago na hindi ka nabigatan kasi meron kang daang-daang libo kung hindi man milyong piso, no? So that's how a mutual fund works. So ano ba yung binabanggit ko kaninang asset classes, no? Generally, dito lagi invest yung mga fund managers, yung mga mutual fund companies, no? Sa money market, sa bond fund, sa equity fund, saka sa balance fund. Money market, if your time horizon is less than a year, gusto mo lang iparada yung pera mo, imbes na ilagay mo sa bangko, dito mo lagay sa money market, no? Mabilis lang ang holding period ng money market ng mutual fund. Less than a year lang. Kaya lang, yun nga, medyo because it is low risk, low rin yung kanyang yield. Maliit lang ang interest dito. Pero, better, much better than putting your money in banks. No offense sa mga working in banks or connected with banks, no? Pero, talaga naman, napakababa ng interest, no? So, instead of putting your funds, for example, doon sa framework ng solid financial foundation, may emergency fund ka, huwag mo nilagay sa bangko. Lagay mo lang sa money market para kumikita ng interest pa rin, no? Yung emergency fund. Kasi madali mo naman i-pull out kagad yan, no? Now, what are bond fund? Bond fund may be a commercial or corporate bond or a government bond, no? Bond, simple nangungutang sa iyo ang isang third party. For example, kung it is a treasury bill or treasury bonds, no? Ang gobyerno ang umuutang sa inyo at ang kapalit nun merong interest, no? Merong interest. Kung yan naman ay corporate bond o bonds or commercial bonds, yung korporasyon, yung company, yun yung umuutang sa inyo at ang kapalit may interest. Kung ang inyong time horizon ay 1 to 3 years, no? At medyo moderate ang risk level nyo, pwede sa inyo yung bond fund. Yung interest ng bond fund o yung kita niya ay mas malaki ng konti sa money market, no? Mas malaki ng money market. Ang money market, low risk yan so low yield. Ang bond fund, low to moderate risk, no? Kaya ganun din, low to moderate din yung kanyang yield. So yan yung bond fund. Medyo safer siya kasi it's invested into government and commercial securities, no? Na they guarantee yung capital preservation and the interest, no, that they would give to you as an investor. So the third one is equity fund. Equity fund the equity fund is invested into stocks of companies or shares of companies. If your time horizon is for the long haul, long term, meaning 5 years or more, no, para sa inyo tong equity fund. High yield siya, pero high risk din, no? Kasi nga, as I've mentioned, may ebbs and flows ang stock market. Volatile, no? Sumasayo kasi yan, no? Pero, in a long period of time, a long stretch of time, it would gain capital appreciation. Tataas yung halaga ng investment mo. And for sure, kikita ka. No? And balanced fund, lastly, is just a combination of the different asset classes. Your fund manager may decide to put a portion of the fund sa money market, a portion would go to bond fund, a portion will go to equity fund. So kung moderate ang risk mo, no, ang risk appetite mo, at ang iyong time horizon ay medium term, dito ka sa balance fund. Medyo nasa safe side ka dyan kasi it has the characteristic of capital preservation of money market and bond fund, and also at the same time naman the growth potential of an equity fund, no? So diyan ilalagay ng mga fund managers natin yung mga pondo na ilalagay natin sa mutual fund o mutual funds, no, sa mga asset classes na yan. Alright, moving forward, who can manage my funds? I suggest that you check the website pifa.com.ph, no? Ito yung website ng Philippine Investment Funds Association, and you will see all the accredited fund managers or mutual fund companies, no, listed in the website of PIFA, no? Marami yan, marami yang may Atram, may yung First Metro Group, ang PILA meron din, no? Kayo na ang mamimili. Pero I have contents that I would show you what are the fund companies with and without front loads, sales load, and with minimal management fee. Kasi mahalaga yan sa pagpili ng mutual fund, no? Na meron ba yung sales load? Yung bang pag magpasok ka ng pera, meron sila kagad binabawas kagad, no? Pag redeem ka ba ng pondo mo, may binabawas sila. At ganong kalaki yung management fee, no? So these are the considerations when you choose a mutual fund company. It's also good to look at the historical performance of a mutual fund company, no? Pero generally, karamihan naman yan, no, provides advantages, no, for the investors, no. Kaya lang you have to read, no, the fund prospectus for you to find out, no. Again, as I've always emphasized, before going into investments, no, please have the due diligence of checking, no, because that's your money and that's your choice, no. Huwag nyong iasa yung inyong pagpili ng investment dahil may napanood kayong video sa YouTube o may nagsabi sa inyong kaibigan nyo, no? Have the due diligence of checking for yourself, no? What is the best investment? What is the best mutual fund? Who is the best mutual fund company that is right for you, no? Ganun dapat lagi. And before we proceed, if you find our contents right for you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, no? Anyways, moving forward again. So, where to start? Again, doon sa PIFA website, pwede nyo directly i-contact yung mutual fund company, no? Pwede nyo silang i-contact doon. Meron dong mga contact details, no? Pero pwede din naman kayong gumamit ng mga stock brokerage platform, and if I may recommend, COL Financial, no, for this purpose. Napakadaling gamitin. Online lang, pwede ka lang magbukas ng account, no? You just open an account, submit your requirements, no? Para ka lang nagbubukas ng bangko, then fund your account. Sa halagang 5,000, makakapagsimula ka na ng pag-invest sa mutual funds, no? So I'll put the link of COL Financial in the description below, no? Or sabi ko nga, you can go directly to a mutual fund company. FAMI of the First Metro Asset Management Incorporated is a good platform to start your investment goals through mutual funds, no? I-check niyo po yung FAMI, no? Particularly, meron sila doong mga products of mutual funds that caters to the consumer group, no? Alam naman natin that the Philippine economy is a consumer-driven economy, no? If I'm not mistaken, ang FAMI ay may ganoong mutual fund na they put together this consumer companies, no, into one mutual fund wherein you can invest in that fund, no? So check on FAMI, no? And finally, as a form of recapitulation, what are mutual funds? Mutual funds are pooled funds professionally handled by a fund manager, no, the mutual fund company, and these are invested in different asset classes. Generally, the asset classes are bond fund, money market, you have the equity fund and the balance fund, no? And of course, hoping and believing that these investments, no, will give the best returns for the investor, no? Sa halagang 5,000 lang, makapagsimula na po tayong mag-invest sa mutual funds. Again, kung you don't have yet the skill set in understanding stock market, for example, this is the best start for your journey towards financial prosperity. Wala ka nang intindihin dito sapagkat ang mag-iintindi na niyan ay yung fund manager ninyo, no? So, if you'll ask me when is the best time to invest, dapat ngayon. Right now, dapat nga kahapon eh. But this time, today, is the best time for you to start your journey in the investment world. And the best way to start with it is through the mutual funds. Again, I'm Nats Golia from my investment guide. Please grow your wealth, protect it, and invest more. If you find our contents just right for you, as I have said, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and see you in the next video. Dankeschön.